Top 5 Best Gaming Mouse 2019. It wouldn't make sense to use a $5 mouse or keyboard with a $2,000 PC, right? With that out of the way, this gave way to a lot of manufacturers like Asus, Logitech, Razer, Corsair, and a couple of other companies to step up their game and bring forth some of the best gaming peripherals in the market. We have come up with a list of the best gaming mouse that you can buy in the market. In order to keep things fair and stable, we have included both wirelesses as well as wired gaming mice to make sure that all the gamers are thoroughly satisfied. 1. SteelSeries Rival 700, the only mouse that vibrates. The first gaming mouse on our list is the SteelSeries Rival 700, and for those who don't know, the company's Rival series is perhaps one of the most popular series that is currently under SteelSeries. As for SteelSeries itself, the company is the favorite among pretty much every single professional esports gamer, and has earned itself a lot of reputation among the most passionate gamers there are. The Rival 700 is unique in a sense that it carries an OLED display that can display a variety of different things including settings, as well as some GIFs that are specifically made for this display and can be downloaded from several series. The Rival 700 is a modular mouse that offers features such as a modular design, RGB lighting, OLED display, adjustable DPI settings with DPI maxing out 16,000 on the optical sensor, and 8,000 on the laser sensor, and yes, you can change the sensor by buying one separately. Sadly, though, as much as we would have wished, the mouse doesn't come with an ambidextrous design and might be a problem for people who aren't left-handed. However, that doesn't mean that the Rival 700 isn't a good mouse. Behind the expensive price lies a really good mouse that fits gamers of all sorts. It doesn't matter if you are playing an FPS, an RPG, an MMO, the mouse is there to serve, and serve you well. Our only issue with the Rival 700 is that it should have been available for the left-hand users and that the modules that are sold separately should have had a more affordable price tag. With that said, we are going to take a look at both the pros and cons of the SteelSeries Rival 700. Pros: industry standard RGB lighting. Innovative modular design. A gimmicky OLED screen that is still a welcome design change. Programmable tactile alerts notifying players of in-game events. Customize the mouse as per your own needs. Cons: no left-handed or ambidextrous option available. The price might be a lot for some. Though useful, modules are a bit expensive. To check latest price on Amazon, click the link in description below. 2. Asus ROG Spatha, best MMO gaming mouse. The Spatha, of course, belongs to Asus' top-of-the-line Republic of Gamers lineup, so you should know that you'd be getting a massive gaming mouse that would be filled with feature of all sorts, additional buttons, RGB effects that even sync up to your other ROG-branded products such as motherboards, graphic cards, and even the keyboard by Asus. Spatha is more than just a gaming mouse. From the construction standpoint, it actually is a marvel, and while Asus' choice of using magnesium alloy instead of the traditional materials that are used in the gaming mouse. This mouse can be considered quite heavy as opposed to the competition it has, and the price is something only for the hardcore gamers. ROG Spatha comes with an awful lot of programmable buttons, and that's not all, you also get a charging pad that looks stylish as hell. Now at this point, you may have guessed that the mouse is wireless. Well, here's a catch: you can go wireless without any input lag, and you can use it with the wire as well. You get the RGB lights, and pretty much every other feature you'd expect from a flagship mouse. The mouse comes with 12 programmable buttons that can be programmed as per your needs using the Asus Armory software. You also get 8,200 max DPI, amazing ergonomics and comfort for long gaming sessions. The main buttons use Omron switches that are rated for a really high click cycle, and even if they wear out, you can always replace them. We won't be saying that the ROG Spatha is the perfect gaming mouse. It does have some flaws like the buttons on the side feeling a bit too flimsy, but that doesn't mean that it's any less capable. So, without further ado, let's go ahead and read some of the pros and cons of this mouse. Pros: beautiful, solid design that is suited for gamers. A lot of customizability, and ease of use. RGB lighting that looks stunning across the board. One of the most comfortable mice to use. Loaded with features hardware and software-wise. Cons: one of the highest priced gaming mice in the market. The side buttons feel mushy, and stiff to press. Can be a bit too heavy, and huge for users with small hands. 3. Razer Ouroboros Ambidextrous Gaming Mouse. Razer is perhaps one of the best peripheral company out in the market. That shouldn't come as a surprise to anyone because it's simply too good. This mouse can be called the direct competitor of Asus Spatha but has been around for quite some time. It is again, a wireless, wired combination, and unlike Spatha, it does offer an ambidextrous design making it a top pick for many users. One should keep in mind that the Ouroboros is strictly made for the enthusiasts, and it doesn't offer features such as the RGB lighting, though considering how it's a pretty old mouse, Razer may release an updated version with the chroma lighting in near future. Razer has designed this mouse and kept modification in mind. Most of the parts on the mouse can be removed and shifted around, and yes, you do get weight tuning, something most people love. Some of the adjustments include the ability to tune weight, as well as the palm rest in order to get the optimal gripping experience. The mouse also comes with 11 programmable buttons, as well as highly accurate dual sensors to keep everything in order. There is no way that this mouse is perfect as there are some obvious flaws. For starters, the mouse is pricey considering how, after all, it's a gaming mouse. In addition to the price, for people who are looking for a simple experience, it can be a bit too confusing. However, don't let that stop you from buying this otherwise amazing gaming mouse. So, let's not waste any more time, and get right into the pros and the cons. Pros: extremely customizable, ranging from buttons to palm rest. Can be used wirelessly, and wired. Using it with the supplied wire will keep the mouse on charge. Ambidextrous design is perfect for both left and right-handed users. Dual sensors provide you with supreme accuracy in most intense gaming sessions. Looks super conceptual, and definitely manages to stand out. Long battery life ensures uninterrupted gaming experience. Absolutely no input lag when used without a wire. Razer Synapse 2.0 gives an enjoyable software experience. Cons: costs quite a lot for a gaming mouse. Can be a bit complicated to learn. 4. Corsair M65 Pro RGB, best for FPS games. Corsair's foray into the gaming peripheral industry managed to turn quite a lot of heads, mainly because everyone got excited that their favorite case, RAM, and power supply manufacturer is finally bringing in something different on the table, and believe it or not, the foray was a success. Corsair didn't just release a product range suited for every budget-oriented, as well as high-end gamers, but they made sure that all the products don't share a drastic difference between the price they have and the features they give. That means that whether you are buying their mid-high range K70, or their enthusiast range K95, you won't be sacrificing on the features a lot. That is something really good, and something a lot of other companies don't follow. With that said, we are taking a look at the Corsair M65 Pro RGB, one of the best gaming mice available in the market, and certainly made for users who are more inclined towards saving up some money, and still getting a lot in return. The mouse, as the name suggests, does come with the RGB lighting that can be conveniently controlled through the Corsair's customization software. The software itself is easy to use, although it may require some learning curve, but that's okay. You obviously get buttons to adjust the DPI to your liking, some customizable buttons, as well as a very, very handy weight tuning system that allows you remove some of the weights and put them away in order to make the mouse lighter. Now, in case you are wondering, a lighter mouse means your hand will have an easier time gliding it, something a lot of FPS gamers are looking for. Now essentially, the M65 Pro is definitely a mouse designed for FPS gamers. However, the good thing is that it is suitable to all the gamers regardless of the genre they are playing. So, definitely a plus point right there. With that said, let's dive into what's good, and what's not about the Corsair M65. Pros: excellent build quality from the cable, down to the mouse. Amazing price to performance ratio. Weight adjust system is a welcomed addition. Corsair's Q software is flexible, and a great way to customize your mouse. The sniper button helps adjust the DPI on the fly, making it a really good addition. Cons: the design may not please everyone. 5. Logitech G502 highest native DPI mouse, our best choice. If you are wondering, the Proteus Spectrum is just an updated version of the best-selling Logitech Proteus Core. The only difference is the inclusion of Spectrum lighting, Logitech's version of RGB lighting. Where the G900 Chaos Spectrum is built for the enthusiasts who like to fire on all fours, the Proteus Spectrum is aimed at users who don't want to spend an awful lot of money but still get the best of both worlds. The Proteus Spectrum comes at a modest price, but for a modest price, you get a lot of features including DPI as high as 12,000 DPI. Speaking of the technical stuff, Logitech didn't really change anything from the original Proteus Spectrum apart from the fact that they added the RGB lighting system that has pretty much become the industry standard and everyone is using it in their peripherals, be it a mouse, a keyboard, or a headset. If we are to tell you about just how good the Proteus Spectrum is, there would be a lot of things to tell. For starters, the mouse costs half of what some of the flagship mice cost. Apart from that, the mouse has an excellent value for money, 11 buttons that can be programmed however you want them to be, a comfortable design that doesn't shy away from being stylish, and excellent tracking and response. So, without further ado, let's take a look at the pros and the cons. Pros: excellent tracking and sensitivity. DPI options ranging from 200 to 12,000 DPI. 11 programmable buttons give you the freedom of customizing. Gorgeous looking design that is practical as well. Brilliant price to performance ratio. Cons: the mouse is not built for left-handed use. To check latest price on Amazon, click the link in description below. Subscribe Unbiased Reviews Lounge. Thanks for watching.